The Castlegar RCMP are reminding motorists that winter driving conditions are here in the Kootenays. While drivers are accustomed to these types of conditions, there are a few things that you need to keep in mind before you go.
So I'd like to just take a moment just to go over a few tips that the public can do just prior to traveling over the mountain passes or any winter journey really. I guess the first thing is plan your route accordingly and make sure that you check to see what the road conditions are going to be before you leave home. And you can do that by going on drivebc.ca. The next thing, which is kind of a little bit of a pet peeve that I'd like to just share, is to make sure that before you head out on your journey that you actually clear the snow off your vehicle. We quite often see that people only clear their windshields, but they leave the 10 feet of snow on top of the roof, so that when that vehicle stops, all the snow either comes down onto that person's windshield or it hits the vehicle that's traveling behind you. So please take the broom and do it all thoroughly, remove all the snow thoroughly.
With winter conditions come winter equipment, and snow removal equipment will again be seen along the streets and roadways. Drivers are reminded to stay clear and give them space to work.
Very important to stay clear of all snow removal equipment as they're working. Give extra distance, especially if you're following a snowplow. Give them extra distance to work. We've already had one collision in Castlegar this year, a snowplow with a motor vehicle. So again, the danger does exist, and we want to make sure that people are giving plenty of clearance. Do not pass the snowplow. They'll pull over and you'll be able to get by them when it's safe to do so. So don't try and pass them on the open highway.
While mud and snow tires are both acceptable, the RCMP recommend drivers have snow tires on their vehicles, which have the snowflake on the side of the tire.
Come October 1st, you need to have winter tires on your vehicle. So that means mud and snow, so it'll have the M or the S, and it'll have a little mountain on it with a snowflake, and that's going to classify a winter tire. Okay, so you need to have one or the other, mud, snow, or a winter tire. Another thing is siping. Make sure you have good siping, or get a good winter tire if it is a winter tire. Make sure it's got that good siping on it. That's all those little lateral cuts that are in there. The more siping there is on a tire, the better winter tire it's going to be for the most part. Another thing you can do for those places that are more prone to ice is stud your tires. Another thing I wanted to talk about was giving distance between the vehicle in front of you and the one behind you. I mean, it's not easy to stop on asphalt. It's a whole lot harder to stop when there's snow, slush, ice, things like that. So make sure you give that distance between the vehicle in front of you and the vehicle behind you.
One last tip from the RCMP is to keep a winter kit in your vehicle. This should contain a first aid kit, some food and water, and a change of clothes, and/or a blanket. If you are traveling out on the highways this winter, you can check out the highway cams at drivebc.ca. For Go Kootenays in Castlegar, I'm Jennifer Waldie.